Good morning. I have decided to do, continuing with the cusps, to do the cusp of Gemini Cancer. And I went vertical today. It's such a nice light, and I think I'll be able to show you the cards much better. Spirit just told me now that this is probably going to be a romance card. This is, you guys are well, I'm sure you know this, but new love. Right off the bat. What's that in the bottom? This is the magical cusp. So, I mean, as you know, you guys can be, cusps is so interesting, right? Because you're kind of swords. There's two sides. It's double-edged. It's whimsy and emotion. I mean, this is a good sign for people who are artists. I myself am an artist, so though I am an Aries Taurus cusp, but it blends the whimsy, right, of and the creativity of the Gemini spirit, and mixes it with the passion and the intensity of the Cancer. My son is a Cancer. My best friend is a Cancer. These are some powerful forces. Those two are more alike than my son and I are. It's kind of crazy. But let's get some oracle. Let's get a little guidance here. I've got 3 decks I'm using. I'm using the Romance Angels first. And then I just felt like I'd go back and use these Angel Tarot cards, which are beautiful. And also yesterday I got the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot cards, which are really interesting, really beautiful. I'm an art major, and I studied art history a lot. Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood is a really interesting movement, and these cards really focus, on the feminine energy. So we'll just see what Spirit has to say for us. I'm in Canada. Today is unusually bright, so I'm going to do this reading and then go outside for a beautiful walk, because it's been quite cloudy but warm this year. But for us to be mid-February and have it so sunny, and I think probably melting today, is really incredible. So let's focus on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer. Spirit, what have you got to tell us about the cusp of Gemini and Cancer? Come on. Maybe they don't have anything. Okay, maybe we're done. Oops. No. Oh. You deserve love. There's deception here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to take it. I'm going to pop that back in. You know what? If they need to come out, I always say this, if they need to come out, they do. They do. They'll pop out again. So we'll give this another shuffle. You deserve love, Geminis, Cancer, Taurus, or cusps. Cusp is such an interesting thing, right? Because you're stuck in the middle. Okay, no. Oh, interesting. I'm going to take these, and we'll see where they go. At the bottom, there was kind of a, 3 popped out. I really like, and I really resonate with the number 3. It's Father, Son, Holy Spirit. So interestingly enough, what comes from there is religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I won't be surprised to see the Hierophant card come out for you. So, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept help. And finally, there is family healing issues. Interesting, I never really but it says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So, a lot of the readings I've been doing, see, there's an angel looking over that. A lot of the readings that I've been doing, all the cusp readings, well, not all, but a lot so far, have dealt with looking back to, your very, very younger years to kind of clean up some of that going into the future. Yeah, there's an angel here, right? Can you see? Yeah, angel there. So that's, I am for sure going to go into these angel tarot cards. This is a beautiful deck too. Excuse me, I just. Family healing issues. I mean, I'm also an intuitive healer. So, like, my primary business, like, I'm just doing this for fun, and I just kind of fell into this. My primary business is working with the type of massage that I do, but also because I have been blessed with the ability to read people's energy and to sometimes their spirit guides will come to me. Sometimes it's just their energy, but I will get messages about what's going on with people, and that is in fact what's affecting their body, right? So the mind-body connection, of course. And so then Spirit just told me now, we need to heal some family issues. That's the last card of this. That you deserve love. The family issue that you might be dealing with is that cuspers are tough to understand. They're tough for other people, especially if you're in a small-minded, maybe, so stuck in religious rules that you can't see the forest for the trees kind of family. That you didn't learn to be accepted for who you are. That's what I'm getting, okay? Now you need to go back and say, you know what? A lot of those things that I was led to believe, or that I was told that I'm not good enough as I am, has caused me to maybe make some life decisions that weren't in my best interest, because I learned that I needed to make other people happy, and I learned that I'm not lovable the way I am, that I always need to be trying harder. And so 2020, this is resonant for both masculine and feminine energies, people, both men and women. Of course, we all have masculine and feminine energies to various degrees. I can see in a very strict, perhaps very religious upbringing, that especially your cusp of whimsy and passion could be stifled. No, that's not acceptable. That is not acceptable. But now maybe you're coming out of that. 2019, for a lot of people, was a year of what, like, if you're into tarot, it would be tower moments, right? And a lot of kind of shit hitting the fan, a lot of things revealing themselves that maybe you didn't want to see, but you can, even in the depths of it, you can see, this has been coming for a while, right? I'm just going to check what this is as we talk about it. Okay, I'm not going to take it, but this is the page of Earth, and it says, good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of your life. And, you know, if they're meant to come back, they will. I'm just going to, okay. I just need to go shut this door because there's something outside. All right. Sorry. I just need to focus because I can't focus. Okay. Give us a message about what's been... I'm not going to take them. Yeah, I'm not going to take them. Oh. Am I going to take those? Yeah, I'm not going to take... They're nice cards. I'm not going to tell you what they are, though. We'll see if those... I have a feeling those are going to come back out. But what's been going on with the Cuspers, the Gemini Cancer Cuspers, up to this point? What's been going on for these people up to this point? And then we'll see where we go from there. What's been going on with the Cuspers? Gemini Cancer, Gemini Cancer, Gemini Cancer. King of Air. That's the King of Swords, interestingly. It says, speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. As always, as I say, don't ever use tarot card readers or anybody on YouTube for serious advice. You know, if you have a serious issue, you know, of course, go see a professional. Yeah, okay. So this, what have you been dealing with? I think that, you know, see all these unicorns? Actually, yeah, okay. These are all unicorns. See how pretty they are? There's a lot of them. What's more fanciful than a beautiful unicorn? Okay, to me, this deck is reading more about the unicorns than about the King of Swords. It's also saying, you know what? In 2019, it's like, you know what? I am a unicorn. I'm embracing this. I'm going forward. But that's probably caused some shit to hit the fan. What was this now? Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay, then. We have the Lover's card. Carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. This is the Archangel Raphael. You see that? There's the Lovers there. To me, this looks like it could be two women. And honestly, the Archangel Raphael, I've always considered he looks like he's in drag. So, you know what? Some of you may be, you know, like this fanciful nature too. You know, you may be, you know, you may be challenged by your sexual choices, your relationship choices. You might be feeling like who you are is so much different than who you needed to be. Right? Because the card that came out with that is, in fact, the Seven of Fire, which is wishes come true. This is a rainbow. defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground, and choose your battles wisely. So this is 2019 energy. That is the most beautiful dragon. I mean, this speaks to me of Mardi Gras, too. So, I mean, regardless of your sexuality, it could also just be this fanciful, dramatic, magical attitude from a situation where maybe you've been pretending to be, I was going to say pretending to be a lawyer or something like that, which is often what's associated with the King of Swords, the King of Air, oddly enough. This is a really beautiful reading, FYI. I mean, I'm really loving this energy coming from you Cuspers. Yeah, okay, so Spirit just said, this card says, to let your friends help you. That you've moved into a community of people that are polar opposites to your family. So it's with those people that you are your true self. And my masculine, my left hand is falling asleep. Interesting. Okay, so what else has been going on up to this point, especially into 2019, for the cuspers of Gemini and Cancer? Okay, so we get the Moon card. And again, like, these cards are absolutely stunning. There's a dog in this one, though. The 2 pillars, the moon. Oh, okay, of course, the dogs. But one is a tame dog. One is a beautiful lassie dog. What's that? A collie. And one is a wolf. And the angel has turned her back on the collie and is offering her hand to the wolf. It's very much like the 6 of Pentacles card of balance, where one the current is looking to one more than the other, favoring one more than the other. There's no actual moon in this card, but the moon card implies that there's hidden truths, that you might not be seeing the big picture, and that kind of energy. But this card is completely different. It says important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release the fears that are holding you back. And I just want you to have a nice, good look at this absolutely stunning card. I'm sorry for the glare. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. There's the collie. But see, she's paying attention to the wolf. You know what? This could also be the bad boy. Or the bad girl. Or that you're, regardless of sexuality, that you have turned your attention from where you're supposed to be, from the family pet, to the wild one. Again, ignore my poor manicure. I was just transplanting tomatoes. My page is called Wildflower Garden Tarot because I love the earth. I ground myself in dirt. This time of year, I have lots of plants growing downstairs. So I was just transplanting some stalking Roma tomatoes. And so if you're looking for a pedicure, or for people with beautiful manicures, There are a lot of tarot readers that are absolutely beautifully made up and stunning. And I'm not one of those. But anywho, you see my hand, and this is my feminine side, like, you know, yeah. Okay, can we just get a little bit more message about what's been going, what is going on for these people now? What's going on for these beautiful cuspers? This is a lot of thinking, like, you know, you've been in your head a lot. Okay, they just told me to use these cards and get some clarification on this moon. I'm not sure what that means because that seems kind of obvious. The bottom of the deck is a King of Cups. The horse wants to go. The Knight of Cups. The horse wants to go. The Knight is holding up this beautiful big cup. But he's holding the horse back. See that horse? He's ready to go. We have horses, so I know, like, that's a horse. But he is very relaxed. He's really thinking about going forward with this cup. Which is interesting. That was at the bottom of the deck. Normally I wouldn't. Okay. And there's the Fool. So, okay, because, like, sometimes they have me do things that I don't feel like make sense. And it's like, no, just listen. And then, you know, something comes out. So let's get some clarification. Can we clarify this moon energy? What, for the cuspers of Gemini and Cancer? Just supposed to say Gemini, Taurus. What's going on for the cuspers with this moon energy going forward with the Gemini cuspers? Gemini, Cancer. Again, Justice. See that eye? To me, that's like spirit watching. You may have been misinterpreting that. The spirit just said you might have been thinking that's the critical eye. But it's not. In this card, Justice seems to be hanging out. Yes, okay. In this card, Justice is not alone. She is with the High Priestess and the Page of Swords. Now, isn't that interesting? The Page of Swords is artistic, page energy. Let's go. Let's do this. Not necessarily noticing that the sword is double-edged. The High Priestess also indicates that justice is coming, the High Priestess is between heaven and earth. So there's a definite religious factor in here. You know what? Spirit just said to go to the book for the moon. Okay, so in the book now for the moon, for this beautiful moon card, from the Angels deck. It says, everybody experiences times in their lives when they're afraid or insecure. Sometimes these fears are based on external factors you can see, and sometimes worries stem from irrational or unreal concerns. In both cases, it's important to go within and listen to your intuition. High Priestess. About what to do next. Ask your inner self about the source of your anxiety and trust your guidance. The angels sent you this card because this is a time of powerful intuition and psychic ability, which is kind of a natural thing for cuspers of Gemini and Cancer. However, your greatest insights will be about yourself. Embrace this period of self-awareness to overcome past blocks. Right? To overcome past blocks that have held you back. Awaken to the truths about yourself that you've kept hidden and see your brilliant light. Okay. All right. I'm just wanting that now Spirit is directing me to the Lover's card to get some clarification on this Lover's card. So what's going on with love? It's the Lovers. What's going on with these Taurus? Oh, I'm so sorry because what's going on with these cuspers of Gemini and Cancer? These loving, creative, fanciful spirits. Yeah, remember I said I wouldn't be surprised if there was a tower, and there it is. There's a tower. Some shit has hit the fan, or, or you're thinking that if you do what you want to do, that you're going to have a tower moment. But that's cool. Because the King of Cups has got your back. So Spirit just said you need to have a tower moment to find your King of Cups. Remember, the King of Cups is an energy. Right? He has a wealth of abundance. He's generous and wise and kind. He is intuitive and accepting. He's gentle and kind. This is not what you've been used to. This is what you dream of. But to get to him, you need to have a tower. I'm just going to ask. Yeah, they've directed me completely to this deck now. So, you lack self-confidence. You know you're better than this, right? Like, you know there's more to you than this. Whatever age you are, there's a spirit of looking to other shores. There's a spirit that you've had somebody holding the reins back on you all your life, but you've always known that there's more. Or that you've always felt like you never fit in. We have the offer that either you're scared to give or you're scared to accept. But we have the Fool wants to go for it. Right? Justice is on your side. You've been worried about these religious factors, but there you are. There's the Lover's energy. Time of intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. You know. But to get there, you're probably looking at a Tower moment. Okay? Can we talk... Oh, and at the bottom of the deck is my beautiful... Oh, okay. Interesting. So you see this? There's a lot of religious things coming out here. This is the Holy Spirit behind her. Right? The dove of the Holy Spirit. This looks like a communion cup. These cups almost are reminiscent of you know, the what is that? You know, like the cup of from the Last Supper is what they were just telling me. But see there? That's male energies. Those look like monks. Interestingly enough. Ace of Cups is usually the cup of overflowing abundance to start on this journey of abundance. Now that did come out. Okay. Yep. Nope. It says to take them. Okay. So Tower, you want to start this journey. It's going to take some strength. Take a look at these. Those look to me like irises. Those are spring flowers. You also have, to me, that looks like a dove. But the dove is, it's hard to see for you, I think. Let's see. That's a needle. That's sewing the pieces of yourself together. It's almost like she's holding on to this iris for strength. You might want to Google the symbolism of iris in tarot after. It's more than me. And of course apples. 2 apples. This looks like the same woman. Looks like the same person. So you're going to... This is going to take... a lot of strength. You're going to have to leave behind a lot of what you knew. But I want you to note, in the boat, these people look like sad, like heartbroken that they have to leave everything behind. But then there's the reflection, and they look a lot happier, oddly. It's not a trip that you'd like to take. But it's a trip that I think that you've been pondering for a long time. Oh, they told me to reverse it because they actually meant to come out, right? Because this was the bottom of the deck. This was the next one. This was the next one, the swords. The 6 of Swords. Okay, so we had a Tower moment over this King of Cups. Because the Lovers. It's like finally, you know, something's happened. It's either happened or it's about to happen. Like this is like asking where we're at. So this is either coming up soon or it's ongoing. The shit's hit the fan. You've fallen in love or you have this energy, right, of going ahead with this creative endeavor that you feel will fulfill you completely. But shit's going to hit the fan. If it's happened already, shit did hit the fan, right? Because off you go. This is taking a lot of strength to hold your shit together, to hold it together. But this dove is going to help you. Yes, that makes sense, right? And here's the dove. Here's the spirit. Your guide. This cup is heaven sent. Okay? Again, this is a tarot reading, not professional advice. It's just a guide. It's very interesting. So, Where are we going? You were... My readings are getting longer and longer, but this has been really interesting. Where are the cusps of the Gemini Cancer heading towards in 2020? Just want to take a look at this. Yeah. Where are we heading? What's the outlook? Oh, okay. 5 of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. Nice. Okay, 5 of Pentacles is struggle. Don't let this freak you out. Of course, if you've had a tower moment and you're starting from scratch, even if it's for true love or for the business that you always dreamed of, right? Or letting people know who you really are, that what goes against these rules, of course there's going to be some fallout. Okay? Again, it said to lay these out in order. It's a lot of story going on here. But, a lot of fallout, a lot of 8 of Swords energy. You feel tied up. You don't know where to go. But, I mean, if you turn behind you, there's your castle. It's really beautiful. You just need to take, you're not even tied up here. If you loosened your arms a little bit, that rope would fall right off and you could take the blinders off and look behind you and see the castle. But, you leave behind everything you know. Don't be surprised. There's going to be consequences and it's going to be a little gut-wrenching for you. Just hold on a second. Yeah, okay. So, don't worry. I mean, this is a very strong feminine energy. I know it's usually women that watch this, but often men too. Or this could be transgender, right? I've got a lot of sense of your sexuality. Maybe the issue. Not necessarily. But a lot of feminine energy. This here is the Empress. She is the queen. She is the queen of the queens, right? On top of her chair is a gilded, that could be a lily. But to me, it looks more like an iris. Again, spring. 2 doves. This woman has encapsulated all her power, okay? So you're getting through this. This is taking you on a stronger spiritual journey. Your spiritual journey has changed. Through all this struggle and tower moments and everything, you may have questioned your spirituality. But you're very connected. Look at the peaceful look on her face. Okay? The outcome is the Queen of Wands. Very pensive. Very in control. Look at the wand. To me, just to me, as a tarot reader, wands have Harry Potter's, what do you make wishes with? Your wand. This is a very fruitful, abundant wand. And not only does she have a wand, but she has this very large, to me that's wheat. That's fertility. That's prosperity. The lands behind her, do you see, are vast. There is a lot of abundance in this card. And the light is shining on her. See? I mean, as an artist with perspective, right? But the light is shining on her. I'm going to this is really kind of going a lot longer than what I was expecting, but just because I have slow download, I'm not cheap with my time, but my internet right now is just terrible. Outcome. Yeah, Five of Wands, no big surprise. Expect some, family strife, some conflict. It's not a hard conflict though. It's there. I mean, right? It's not like this. It's like this is like, oh my God, I can't live. This weight is overwhelming. Because that kind of, you mature past that too. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of worried about stuff. I mean, and people let it go, and it's like, I can't. It's like, but you totally could. See, there's a reflection. To this is like, yeah, you know what? I've learned to deal with it. Oh, you know what Spirit just said? Not my circus, not my monkeys. Okay. Let's get one or two more cards for the cuspers. What can cuspers of Gemini Cancer look forward to? Yeah, just rest. Get your work done with your new partner. That's the Eight of Pentacles. To me, this strikes me as a new relationship. Or the relationship that you've come to a different understanding. That you've matured in your relationship. Ta-da! So, I mean, the cards are saying everything's going to work out. Okay? You're going to have a tough road to hoe to find your truth. Again, if you need, if this is what you're going through, accept help and ask others for support. Seek out professional advice. There's a lot of other unicorns out there willing to help you. If you seek professional advice, make sure you get professional advice from people like you, from like-minded. If you need a counselor, find a counselor that believes in what you believe. Okay? Have a great week. Have a great month. Have a great year. Have a great day. You guys are awesome. Thanks. Bye.